Hello, everyone. This is Odette. You know, my 3 best friends in the whole world really are JeanBob, Speed, and Puffin. I could never have made it through my many adventures without them. But did you know that they've had interesting adventures of their own? In this book, I've collected some of their most fascinating stories. Let's read their stories together. JeanBob, Speed, and Puffin each have their own story here. Simply use the arrows on your remote control to highlight the story you would like to read, and then press Enter for us to begin. Would you like me to read the story to you? Select Odette Reads and press Enter if you'd like me to read, or select I Can Read and press Enter if you'd like to read alone.
Okay, I'd love to read to you. Here we go. Once upon a time, a puffin bird was born in a country called Ireland. The puffin's parents knew that they should think of a good name for their son, like Eric or William. But they were so proud of being puffins that they decided to call him simply Puffin. One day when he was still small, Puffin decided to try flying for the first time. All puffins learn to fly in the same way. They go to the top of a cliff that is next to the sea, and taking a deep breath, they spread their wings and jump off into the air. As the young puffins glide down toward the sea, they flap their wings as fast as they can. If they're lucky, they fly, and if they can't fly, they end up going swimming instead. Well, young Puffin learned to fly on his very first try. Puffin's parents were proud of him, but they knew that there was one more lesson for him to learn. You see, puffins can dive and swim under the water, too. Well, it wasn't long before Puffin was diving under the waves with his whole family. One day, when he was a little older, Puffin decided he wanted to see the rest of the world. He said goodbye to his mother and father and set off across the great ocean. He didn't know what life had in store for him, but that was okay. Puffin flew over the sea for many weeks. Sometimes he stopped on a little island to rest. But then one day he looked down and saw a mountain that was unlike any he had ever seen. Puffin thought that he should land and take a closer look. Puffin landed next to the mountain. He met a man wearing a beautiful robe. The man told Puffin that his country was called Japan. Puffin asked if the mountain had a name, but the man said, "This is a volcano, and its name is Mount Fuji." Puffin thought Mount Fuji was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen, and so he decided to stay and explore the rest of Japan. He even started to learn karate. Puffin was so good at karate that he became famous in Japan. Even the emperor asked to meet the clever Irish bird. And so Puffin went to the palace and met the emperor. The emperor gave Puffin a lovely letter of welcome. The Japanese emperor loved Puffin, and so he invited Puffin to stay in the palace. He gave Puffin a kimono and even taught him how to write the Japanese alphabet. Puffin thought that the wonderful Japanese letters looked like paintings. One day, as Puffin was writing the Japanese word for mother, he realized that he missed his family. He loved Japan, but it was time to return to Ireland. Puffin said goodbye to the emperor and started his long trip home. Puffin flew for many days. He was almost home when something very bad happened. He was shot with an arrow by my evil uncle, Rothbart. The arrow went through Puffin's wing and he fell to the ground. Puffin landed right next to Speed, JeanBob, and me. My group of animal friends was growing. I had one friend who was a frog and another who was a turtle. And now we had a very special bird with us. But little did I know just how special Puffin would turn out to be.